Oh.
Spoiler alert.
Yep. There's going to be a spoiler alert on this one. This is going to be a little...
Because I don't know how to tell somebody about a movie without telling them everything.
And I've always been told to shut up when it comes to talking about movies, even though I try not to tell everything. So...
He's a dream killer. You're a plot killer. That's what you are. All right. You giving shit away. Nobody asks you no questions.
Which is what we might do here today. So
probably more than likely.
Yeah.
It's good though.
Yeah, it is. I'm Micah.
I'm Jay.
And this is Married with Opinions. And we do have some opinions today. Mm-hmm. We're doing a review on
Tiger King.
Yes, as a matter of fact, at the time we recorded this, I believe it is #1 trending on Netflix.
Something like that.
Yes, and it was one of those things.
You couldn't help but watch it.
Right, because
the first preview they had was like, just a crazy cat man.
Yeah.
Hired for murder case, and then it was like, hold on.
Exactly.
That second trailer was like, oh shit, this got real.
Yeah. It's like, what in the world is going on?
I got to watch.
I mean, let's call it what it is. This was one of those things that, with what's going on in the world and you being stuck at home,
right?
It was one of those.
Oh, it was perfect timing.
Right.
That's like Don't Fuck with Cats, though.
Yeah.
That was one of the ones you would not expect to have unraveled the way it did.
So if anybody's talking about, Netflix is going on the downward spiral, some of the shit they come out with, you just not gonna catch on HBO or Disney Plus.
Let me tell you.
So the Tiger King, like I said, the first trailer, like I said, was we didn't even finish watching it.
Yeah.
And then the second, we seen the second trailer, just like she said earlier, it's like, holy shit.
I got to watch that. Babe, what you doing tonight?
Exactly. We was gonna watch Jurassic World, but it was like, nah.
We done seen that.
Yeah. That Tiger King. So this particular story is weird in a way that we all know there's these exotic petting zoos out here, and the thing was, there was this one guy, I thought it was in Florida at first, but my fault, it was in Oklahoma. This guy owns this place.
Right, yeah,
Oklahoma.
I thought it was too.
Because Florida people fuck. No, I'm just kidding. they are. They
relocate and they just fuck everything else up.
Yeah. So this guy, he happens to, he ends up owning this exotic petting zoo. And one of the big things about him is his personality, his charisma.
Oh, yeah. You couldn't help but be drawn in by him.
Yeah. And one of the things going on, since this is 2020, they have to, you got to get the full story on people, which is the fact that he's gun-toting, which is perfectly out there in Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. I don't know, did he say he was a redneck? I forgot, but I don't know. But
he is. He got that twang, honey.
He wears that mullet.
Oh, yeah, that's redneck all day.
And he's gay.
Yes.
Now, the thing was, even if they hadn't said that, I could have, the way he still was a man.
Yeah, I never, if it wasn't for the fact they showed him marrying the two guys.
Spoiler.
I would have never thought that he could have went both ways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Here's the other thing. She said married two guys. It's also polygamy in this story.
Oh, it's a lot of it.
Yeah.
Not just him.
Yeah. So you find out that there's this man, he has like an ass load of cats.
227 cats.
We talking tigers, we talking lions. Ligers. I think he had
bears.
Yep.
He had monkeys. He had alligators. I mean, he had a lot of... Yeah. It was excessive, though.
But the issue was, because it was just an exotic petting zoo, you have a lady down in Florida. I think her name was Carol.
Mm-hmm.
And
Carol.
Big Cat Rescue. And she, from what they tell, genuinely had this thing of, look, I'll take in rescue cats. I'm not doing this as a petting zoo. Mm-hmm. I'm doing this where you can see them, let them know we're taking care of them. Mm-hmm. And that, but doing it for other reasons, such as selling cubs.
Breeding. Basically.
Yeah. Because one of the things I didn't know is that there are more captive tigers and lions than they are out in the wild.
And that's just in the U.S.
Right. That's funny.
There's more in the U.S. captive than there are in the wild. Like, what the hell?
Which is funny that when we was watching Jurassic World 2, that still had the same premise. You know.
Right.
Okay, I'm sorry. So anyway.
Nobody care about that. Because I don't.
Yeah. So this particular lady was basically, in a way, his nemesis. The guy who was actually the Tiger King was out in Oklahoma. That was it. That was his nemesis. And the thing was, she was trying to get him shut down because of breeding, selling the cat.
She felt like it wasn't right for them to basically own cats.
Right. That she weren't bringing them in and taking care of them. So come to find out, there was another guy. He's not the king.
I don't know.
Yeah, he was for a second. It depends on which way you talking.
Which one you talking?
I'm talking about the one down in Myrtle Beach.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
He was the real king.
Yeah.
Don't get yeah, because him and his bitches.
Literally, that's why I was talking about the polygamy thing.
And they were gorgeous.
Right.
Apparently, he got them while they were young. Just like old buddy.
Exactly.
Just like the Tiger King.
Yeah.
What was his name?
I can't think of what it is. You probably look it up real quick.
Look it up, but yeah.
So we get into the part of this guy down in Myrtle Beach. He knew the Tiger King, the guy in Oklahoma. I can't believe Joe Exotic was his name.
Yeah,
that's the guy that's in Oklahoma.
Joe Exotic.
Yeah, he with a name like that, you can't help but just be drawn to him. So yeah, Joe Exotic. One thing about him was, let's talk about their workforces, which was kind of interesting. I like the fact that Joe Exotic, for his zoo, he wouldn't grab people that was probably ex-cons, folks that was down on their luck. You'd be like, oh, why would you have riffraff in it? Those people needed a job. They needed to work.
Yeah.
Now, you talk about what they got paid, might not have been jack, but it's still...
Yeah.
Sometimes that gives you a sense of...
I mean, they had a place to lay their head.
Exactly. So, versus the guy down in South Carolina, that's the guy's name probably that we need. The guy in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, like you said, he had his women.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, they were gorgeous. I was like, he even had, they had a place, they stayed in, they had a place to stay too. Each one of them had their own house. There was one main chick, she didn't do any interviews really. There was one main chick, that's the one that been with him the longest. I'm pretty sure she was the one that was also like, yo, she was cool to go along with it, knowing she was running things. She kind of knows. Like,
oh, Antle. Bhagavan.
Oh, yeah. Antle. I'll just call him Antle because I ain't trying to pronounce that first name.
Right.
Yeah, Antle. So, that was a guy down in South Carolina. As a matter of fact, if you watch it to the end, you'll see something recently happened to him. And then you had, there was one other guy that was there that was...
It's just...
Hit this guy right here, Tim
Stark. Wildlife in Need.
Yeah. Tim Stark, who, the thing with him was, he knew how to get animals. He wanted to know how to get them women like you got Ansel did. That's all he was worrying about. And so, this is all the boring part of the show that we're talking about right now. Now let's get on to the crazy than polygamy type stuff. Joe Exotic being very
exotic,
flamboyant in this situation, he had to put everything on Front Street when it came to video and whatnot. But when he started getting the things from Carol down in Florida about how they're trying to get him shut down, sending people over to his property to videotape secretly and whatnot, of course he becomes paranoid, but you're also running something illegal. The problem with this was he started fucking with her in a way.
Oh yeah.
That warranted what happened. You don't sit up here. You can be petty to a certain extent, but when it starts becoming like you, just because you got guns, you need to brandish them at a camera. You start telling people that you're going to shoot and kill them. That in any other state is communicating a threat.
Hold up though.
What?
Because what's funny is, what was her husband trying to get a restraining order for?
Oh, we talking about
her?
Okay,
Carol's
so yeah,
husband.
Carol. That's right. So Carol's first husband.
Mm-hmm.
This
Her
is
second husband.
No, that was the first.
That was her second.
That was her second husband.
She was married prior to meeting him. She didn't get divorced till right before they got married.
Okay, that's right. I'm old.
She had a daughter with him.
Yeah. So yeah, this particular and how that happened. Oh my goodness. So
anyway,
yeah.
Well, we're not trying to tell you the whole thing.
We not.
Listen,
but yes.
The shit was. Dude had bank, okay? He had money out his ass. The lawyer didn't even know exactly how much that man was worth. Okay? Mm-hmm. So, next thing you know, the husband is trying to get a restraining order, which was denied because what the lawyer say, because
they said it was hearsay.
Basically. Because he was trying to say that she said she would kill him.
Right, and but any other place, just like with Joe brandishing guns and telling,
and that's the contradiction of it all.
Communicating a threat.
What the hell?
That's weird.
Yeah.
So
either way,
so they didn't allow. And then the next day, was
right before he was about to leave her,
literally about to leave her, he was walking out.
Yeah, he was gonna leave her.
Dude disappeared.
They found his van with the keys in it.
Yeah,
all that stuff. So they don't know if he got on a plane and left, or he just somewhere they can't find him. They thinking he may have been fed to the tigers and lions and bears.
Yeah, that she had.
Mm-hmm.
Now, matter of fact, it was something that he was into it as well.
Yeah, but he was trying to profit.
Yeah,
and she didn't like that.
She was okay. Listen to this. Here's the thing that's funny. I said about this. She was so against the profiting. It's like, hey, look, this was another income stream, a livelihood. Every time he left, she tried to spay and neuter those animals, so he couldn't breed them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, you messing with our money.
But even then, if you
ethically
feel like it's not right,
ethically it's not. But she didn't mind messing with their money from that sense. But she wanted him out the picture for his money.
But did she though? It's not proven.
This is true. This is
not proven that she did anything.
Yeah,
they can't find them.
Yeah, they can't. But we all know, being this color,
they
want to prosecute you for something. They will.
They let me see. Year 5, day 1, she went and filed for him.
That's missing.
Death certificate.
Yeah, death certificate.
Declared him dead.
Yep. She waited long enough. I think it's in some places.
It was 5 for that. It was 5 years.
Yeah.
She waited 5 years and a day.
Yep.
She was late. She woke up late the first day. On year 5, she went the next day.
But that worked, that helped out in the situation. And he had a will or something that they said, but...
Well, he had the will, and what it was he was trying to take the kids off the will because they mistreated him or something like that. According to her. This is everything coming from her. But with that, it was like... she was like, no, we need, you need to give him something. They got 10%.
Yeah, but before we really get into everything, like I said, there's a lot of spoilers. There's so many twists in this.
Mm-hmm.
The way they scatter it about, you will be like, okay, when is this going to connect? When is this going to connect? Mm-hmm. And it does come full circle. Mm-hmm. So, honestly, I would suggest that, you see this, Joe Exotic ended up marrying 2 men.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it was that whole get them while you're young.
Mm-hmm.
And
one ended up killing himself.
Yeah, that was real.
It was crazy.
They show part of the video in the series.
They showed the guy's reaction.
Yeah, the guy's reaction. You don't see it
because he'd actually done it in front of someone.
Yeah.
And then you have it where the other husband. The guys already said they weren't gay.
Right.
They just wanted to be with him because of stuff they were giving him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a large price to pay. But anyway.
Right.
The other guy ended up getting, the receptionist or something?
Yeah, he ended up getting the reception, the first husband.
Yeah. Ended up getting her pregnant.
Yep.
They had moved along and left and all that stuff. He was all heartbroken. Ooh.
I like what Joe Exotic said. It's like, hey, if it was another man, I could compare. But if it's another woman, how can I compare to that?
Right, I can't compete with that.
I've actually heard this before in a way.
It be like that.
Yeah, like what can...
Because then at that point, it's like, what does she have that I don't? And then for him, it's like, what does he have that I don't?
Yeah.
Penis.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the thing. So, but that was due. Both of them was faking to get something out of him.
Mm-hmm.
They got Ansel in South Carolina. Hey, they was down for it. Apparently.
They weren't even married though.
Yeah.
Were they?
No,
I don't think they were married. They were just partners in a way.
And them girls, girls were just down for it. They had one girl that they showed has like, look, I don't get down like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she left.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to hear the stuff that she says.
Oh yeah.
About
how
that.
tigers would be missing and
right.
He'd be like, "Don't worry about it."
Right.
It's none of your concern.
Exactly.
But you got me here to take care of these animals.
Yeah.
And I'm not supposed to be concerned about where they all of a sudden go because they're grown. All of a sudden, now.
Right.
Because he only used them till they were. He would keep them until they were, while they were babies, because they were still all cuddly and pettable and But then, next thing you know, they gone when they get of age.
But
unless he was gonna breed them.
But at the same time, that's just like people do any kind of dog. When they're trying to get pure bloodlines and they know they're going to sell them for profit. Mm-hmm. And a lot of that goes on in the United States. It brought awareness to that from an exotic animal standpoint because these are not supposed to be domesticated animals.
Of course not.
But
it's different when you talk about a dog compared to a damn tiger.
Right.
And a lion.
These are dangerous animals.
Don't get me wrong, because even a dog, if a dog get let out, depending on how it's been brought up, it's going to bite your ass too. But damn.
Now, as the story progresses, the biggest issue is between Joe Exotic and the lady Carol in Florida.
Mm-hmm. Now but she's out. She wasn't just out for him, though. She was trying to get all them places shut down.
Right. But all those other places say, look, you ain't no better than us. Mm-hmm. Because you still got cats and stuff there, but you're...
Yeah, in cages.
Yeah. And your conditions are worse than what we have them in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but she bringing in money though.
Yeah, that's the
she
thing.
Got the volunteers there helping her maintain stuff. She riding a little bike everywhere. Oh, she reminds me of a hippie in a way. Definitely groovy.
And she has that, and I'm gonna just say it, that evil, happy white woman vibe. Yes. Even though she's she's that. She's like, oh, happy homemaker, but she's butchering somebody in the back. And it's not even because of the story. It's just
that's just the vibe you get.
Yeah, but there are people just like drawn into that happy glee side of it. But to me, I'd be like,
because I don't even think it's necessarily her. It's the cause. Yeah. You feel like she's doing something good. She's making sure these cats are taken care of. Because the sad part is, once they're domesticated, you can't release them. You can't just take them to Africa and let them go back into the wild. It's not gonna work. They'll be dead.
Like, okay, the guy in Ansel, the guy in South Carolina, he has ligers. Ligers. Those that aren't found nowhere in the wild. Mm-hmm. A lion and a tiger put together. They're twice as big as lions. Oh yeah. But they can't go in the wild anywhere. What do you do with something like that?
Mm-hmm. So it's like you understand her purpose. Right. You know what I'm saying? Even though it sucks. But, it's the same thing. Because it's like either you put them down or you keep them in cages.
So, you want to move on to the murder part of it?
Yeah, let's jump on. Honey, it's a lot of shit. Y'all just got to watch it.
It's like 7 episodes.
Yes. So, it's let me...
So, one thing is there was a guy who was doing a reality show. You'll see about him. There was a big falling out between him and Joe Exotic over some stuff. Which, me being in that particular field, I can see how that goes. But hey, it is what it is. So,
but you wouldn't have backed up your stuff and kept it on the outside.
Yeah, just remember that, keeping stuff backed up. So. Now, the thing that was going on with murder. Remember that I was saying Joe and Carol had this beef.
And you put your You can put your arm on me, just don't put the man with your bony elbow.
So, the thing was, Joe had ended up taking on another business partner, and because Carol had sued the pants off him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and she's trying. She just like I was saying, she messing up with the way of trying to get money.
Mm-hmm.
Joe had to breed and sell animals to get the money to pay her.
Mm-hmm.
Then it came to
and she wanted him to stop that.
Right.
As part of the agreement.
So
I was like, how am I supposed to make the money then?
Right, and she was like, fine, what's he gonna do?
What was it, like $1 million?
Yeah, it was $1 million lawsuit.
Yeah.
It takes him $250,000 a year just to feed all the animals he has.
Mm-hmm.
$10,000 per tiger a year.
Well, he made his choice.
Yep, he wanted 227 of them. So it got to a point where she had backed him into a corner. Now, granted, he started this shit, fucking with her.
But did she?
Huh? She started by going after him just for the regular cause. But the extra stuff he did afterwards, the threats and stuff like that.
Look, you never know how somebody's going to respond.
This is true.
Like some people, you get up in their face, they going to punch you.
Yeah.
Or some people, you get up in their face, they back up.
Mm-hmm.
You never know how somebody's going to respond.
Yep.
And that's the part that I kind of understood from him. Because same thing. If you went to hers and was releasing tigers or some shit, she would act out differently.
Yeah.
Whereas you taking money, if you was standing like when what were they doing? Protesting in front of her business. Mm-hmm. He was in a damn bloody rabbit.
all over some pictures that surfaced.
Because you had people sitting there holding 3 dead rabbits, and they're smiling.
I don't care.
Who in the hell does that?
I don't care if you are feeding.
Even if it is for a tiger or a lion.
To feed them, yeah.
I'm not going to be smiling over a dead rabbit.
And they holding it like it was okay.
Like
this was Get Out.
Like that right there, like what makes that more valuable what makes that more valuable than the rabbits?
Right.
So it's like it's all stupid. Mm-hmm. And for me, I'd be like, y'all don't fuck them up, but y'all got to let them go. Mm-hmm. They all need to be going back home.
Yeah.
Sorry. They were going to die anyway.
So back to what we were saying, it had gotten to a point that a hit was put out. Apparently a hit was put out.
But that shit is so unbelievable.
Right.
I just don't believe it. It's stupid.
So
I still don't believe it.
So what this did was it got the feds involved with this. Mm-hmm. And the fact that because the hit went south, they still had to fake the hiring so they could get this man. Mm-hmm. And who says the police don't set you up? Then, because that bullshit would stick, because of how it went down, they had to get him for the stuff that Carol was trying to get him for.
Of course.
That's really what took the man down. Mm-hmm. Still didn't tell you everything. Mm-mm. But just the way this thing pans out, it is. I can definitely see why it's number one at the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's drama every turn.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's a winding road.
You will not be disappointed. The only reason I even fell asleep was because I was tired.
Why you gotta bring up old shit?
I'm just saying you will not fall asleep on this. And one of my friends said, whatever redneck Walmart situation they could go on with the stuff, that's what it's like.
That's what happened. Yeah.
It really surprised me.
I'm gonna end up watching it again without Sleepyhead.
Uh-huh. So, anyway,
we gonna talk about why you were sleepy.
Anything else that you add to this, baby?
You have to watch it. I'm sorry we spoiled everything, but even if you heard everything about it, you still need to watch it because it's so much that can never be covered in a show.
Yeah, you would have to
watch it. Because I feel like I still missed some stuff, and I was wide awake watching it.
So definitely, Tiger King is definitely must. So
this
is our first review.
And don't fuck with cats.
Yeah, don't fuck with cats. Yeah.
That's something y'all need to watch too, but it makes you question a lot of things too.
Yeah. So, all right, this is our first review of anything. Anything. So, if you got any suggestions,
that's just something we had to talk about.
Yeah, we had to, especially during these COVID times.
Who you telling?
COVID-19. All right. So, if you guys have anything else that you would like us to review, or whatnot, you can either leave a comment in the comment section below, or you can leave us an email at
marriedwop@gmail.com. Again, that's marriedwop@gmail.com.
Somewhere over here. Yeah, right this way.
And in the description, hopefully.
Yeah, I put it on the screen.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah. So, anyway, thank you for spending time with us. I'm Micah.
I'm Jay.
And have a good day.